Thank you, Madam Chair, and I assume we will probably do multiple rounds of questions. I'm going to try to get my first set here within the 5 minutes, just to be fair to everybody else. Mr. Assistant Secretary and General Spellmon, my initial questions here are for you two. As you're probably aware, and these deal with some local projects I have back home, as you're probably aware, there are two federally authorized coastal storm damage reduction projects in my district. Wrightsville Beach is one, Carolina Beach and Vicinity is the other. Both of them have scheduled renourishment or supposed to be renourished this year for fiscal year 2021. However, they were not funded, as you know, in the Army Corps' fiscal year 21 work plan, which quite frankly came as a great surprise to everybody up and down the chain, at least those that I've spoken to. And I understand that the Wilmington District and some others had put together a plan to utilize funds that were left over from a couple other projects in North Carolina and convert those for these two projects. I understand it's on your doorstep if not already seen, and I want to make sure that you're aware of that and just get any input from you here while I have you.
Sir, General Spellman, I'll begin. First, I want to say we acknowledge the importance of both of these beach renourishments to the people in the region. The good news for Wrightsville Beach is the plans and specifications are complete. Our intent was to perform the construction with our flood control and coastal emergency coastal emergency account. Unfortunately, we had the 2019 floods, which took many other priority needs to other parts of the nation. So I'm working two avenues to fund Wrightsville Beach. I'll start there. First, we're working on an internal reprogramming action where we'll find funds from other projects within the Corps that either are no longer needed or came in under budget. And the need here for Wrightsville is $14.3 million. So that research is ongoing. Similarly, a second prong is we've asked the administration to consider moving this project, Wrightsville, from the flood control and coastal emergency account to our construction account under the Disaster Response Act of 2019. Mr. Rouzer, both of those options, both of those prongs that we're working on require the administration and congressional committee review, and we would like to get those decisions here next month so we can get to a contract award by September, so we can meet and get this project in before the environmental windows take effect. So similarly on Carolina Beach, we're working an internal route programming action to find the funds. The need here is $24 million, and we're working to find those funds as expeditiously as possible, and then we'll take our recommendation to the Assistant Secretary and to the administration. I hope that answers your question.
No, I appreciate that very, very much. And as you mentioned, the timing of this, getting this done as quickly as possible, is obviously very important. The longer it waits, the greater the cost. One quick question: I assume OMB has to sign off on this, or is this just strictly internal with you all?
Sir, I believe Mr. Pinkham and our Assistant Secretary's team will work these options with the with OMB and the administration. Yes.
Okay. One other community I want to ask about real quick, the town of Holden Beach requires funding for their coastal storm damage reduction feasibility study. They're a federally authorized beach, obviously. Will you work to ensure that that funding is included in the fiscal year 22 work plan?
Yes, sir. We can't make any commitments at this time, but we will give our best technical recommendation to the Assistant Secretary as if we're offered a fiscal year 22 work plan to prioritize these type projects.
Thank you very much.